Tom Homan, unleashing ICE.
And the Trump administration is reconsidering immigration raids that were reportedly set to begin this week after details of the operation were leaked to the press. ICE may also face problems navigating sanctuary city laws. New York City Mayor Eric Adams telling the New York Post, "The law is the law," and NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch says, quote, "The law in New York City basically is that the police department will not assist in civil immigration enforcement." Incoming border czar Tom Homan joins us now. I guess that remains to be seen. What does hitting the ground running look like for you tomorrow at 12:01 p.m.?
Look, ICE is going to be, we're going to take the handcuffs off ICE that they've had put on by the Biden administration and let them go do their job. And the president's been clear, I've been clear. Right out of the gate, we're concentrating on public safety threats and national security threats. So I find it troubling to this day that any sanctuary city, any elected official, does not want public safety threats removed from their communities. Let us into the jail. Because if you let us into the jail, we can arrest a bad guy in the jail, right? But if you release them into the community, it puts the community at risk, puts our officers at risk, it puts the alien at risk, because anything can happen on an outside arrest. So let us into jails. It's safer for everybody.
Tom, let's go through a couple of things here. Washington Post has you, as of yesterday, talking about reconsidering a raid in Chicago this coming week. Is that true? Or?
We're not reconsidering any operation. There was a leak in Chicago, so we're looking at that leak and find out how does it affect officer safety concerns. Chicago's not off the table, but we're reconsidering when and how we do it, because there was a leak.
Would it benefit you, based on your objective there, not to talk publicly so much about your plans?
Specific plans. What was leaked in Chicago was more specific, what was happening, and that raises officer safety concerns. They already have a dangerous job. Like I say, they're going to arrest public safety threats and national security threats. Dangerous. But when those bad guys has a heads up that we're hitting you at this time, this day, no, it raises officer safety concerns, specific operational plans. So we're looking at it. What was leaked? What's that actually in there? And how is it going to affect us moving forward? Officer safety concerns, specific operational plans. So we're looking at it. What was leaked? What's that actually in there? And how is it going to affect us moving forward?
We have a Fox News poll that shows Trump, what people think Trump's top priority. Immigration at 13%, economy, jobs at 13%. Proximity can often be power. You'll be in the West Wing. Mm-hmm. This is going to be job number one. One of the most difficult things about your job is not just the implementation and execution of your policies, but the communication of them. Right. How are you planning to keep the American people up to date, especially when you know that there are going to probably be some tough moments that will be captured on cameras and that some in the media will exploit those? How do you deal with that? Well,
first of all, we got to get Kristi Noem in quickly. She's brilliant. I've talked to her many times. She gets it. She understands it. I'll be working very closely with her. I've talked to her many times. She gets it. She understands it. I'll be working very closely with her, shoulder to shoulder, on messaging to the American people exactly what we're doing and how we're doing it. That we're doing it in a humane possible, most humane possible way, right? Law enforcement, arresting people is sad. It's unfortunate. So there's always a negative connotation to that, but we're going to keep talking to the American people daily, weekly basis, exactly what we're doing, how we're doing it, and who we're arresting, to show the American people we're doing this most humane possible.
This is very important. Who you are arresting.
Exactly.
And you are saying there are 700,000 illegal migrants in America today with a criminal record.
Walking the streets of the country.
Walking the streets or in jails or both?
Walking the streets.
How do you find them?
Well, that's law enforcement.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
Law enforcement sensitive. We have our ways. But look, ICE is very good at this. And I want to make one thing clear. It's not sweeping neighborhoods, right? Not looking for people different than us. Every person that ICE goes to arrest, they have a target enforcement worksheet. They've done a lot of investigation, know pretty much what the guy, they know who the guy is. They pretty much know where to find him. And they know a lot of information about who's in the household. Does he have children? Did they have a spouse? Where does he go to work? So this is a targeted enforcement operation, not what you're reading from the left side media, that no military tank can be running down villages or streets looking for people different. It's just a targeted enforcement operation. They're very good at it, and that's what we got to keep messaging to American people. This is a well-planned operation.
Starting tomorrow, this will be how many administrations you served?
7.
7.
Started with Ronald Reagan.
What a public
you know what? Every president I ever worked for took steps to secure the border. Even Clinton and Obama took steps. Joe Biden's the first president in the history of this nation who came into office and unsecured the border.
Tom, thanks for coming here, and we're going to stay with you, okay?
Thank you, sir.
We've all paid a price for that. Thank you.
What do you think about this video? Leave your comment, like the video, Share it with your friends and don't forget to follow me on X for more exclusive content.